It's everybody, and there's a pit bull. I know.
Yobachi 2007. We're about to get into this live video of an eviction. Well, it's not happening live, but you have a live video of what happened, what transpired. This is in Cook County, Chicago area. So it's Chicago's Sheriff's Department. They're going to evict this woman, and this woman is a kind of a professional rent scammer. She runs a lot of games. She's been in the news for it. Let's take a look at how this transpires.
You guys want the keys? Yep. There's 2 keys. The 2 keys are for the 2 different locks. Yep, there's the pit bull.
Sheriff's Department eviction, open the door.
Look, that's a big ass pit bull, dude. Watch him coming through the window. I ain't kidding. So, Valet Dixon, V-E-L-E-T Dixon, and on everybody.
Yeah? Where you at? What room is that dog in? What room is that dog in?
Right here.
Come on out here. Come on.
Anyone else here? Good morning.
Yes, my daughter's here.
Okay,
What do you got, Tim? You got paper? Get him. We gotta let you know we're audio and video recording. What's this paperwork?
We just went to Pop thing yesterday.
Oh.
Here's
Okay, so you filed it yesterday. You didn't file anything sooner?
and we didn't know that we needed that, so my sister went up there yesterday, and she, as you see, we were already trying to get out.
Okay, so the order itself, the court order was filed September 23rd of 21. Okay? So you had until October 23rd of 2021 to file a motion.
We were locked out.
So I lost my audio recording on this, so I'm going to go ahead and just record over from inside my editing bay of my editing software. So that's how I'm going to get this audio back on here, because a lot of my audio didn't record. So I stopped the video here just to set up what we're all what we're hearing. So she was supposed to file any objections she had or evidence she had back in September 23rd. Then, the order came from the court September 23rd. He had a month till October 23rd to file. It's now January of the next year, January 14th of 2022. I think she just filed something in December at the last minute. And this is just a part of her scam. She's a scam artist. We're going to see this later. This is what she does. She just scams a lot to try to get away with not having to pay for anything. And that's a way of life for her. She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, but she needs to figure out some kind of way to pay rent. So her way is to lie, steal, and cheat. That's all she got. It is a bunch of foolishness, and this is what these types come with. You want to, some people want to feel sorry for them. There's nothing to feel sorry for. They live a life of stealing from others. This is somebody who worked hard to have a piece of property and trying to rent it out and make money, and they probably have to pay their mortgage with the rent that they get. And this lady just steals people's houses. And these are an insidious type, but they're running circles around brothers and all this other nonsense.
And the motion was filed. We were locked out too recently. I'm sorry, I don't have a mask on.
Okay, so the motion itself, the emergency motion, is not good. But motion was filed yesterday.
Right, yeah, that's no good.
So,
Why is that not good?
because it has to be filed within 30 days of the court order, which was entered on September 23rd of 2021. So you had until October 23rd, basically.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out why I can't get it.
think it's clear except for the room with the dog.
Okay, so there's. I'm gonna call a supervisor.
Right.
I called yesterday and talked to someone, and they had my sister go down and file that motion.
You talked to someone about what?
Her being diagnosed with COVID.
I mean, nobody in the sheriff's office, correct?
Yeah, she was in the cutoff.
Well,
And we
okay,
just
you know,
got-
I'm just gonna. If you mind if I see it,
Yeah.
and then I'll grab it and just wait because we're social distance. Okay, man. Well, there's a moving truck here.
Yeah, you can tell, there's stuff in the truck. We got stopped because we couldn't go into the new place until
So they can't go into the new places for the reason they
it's
stopped
5
moving.
days out.
There was no other house to move into. They didn't stop moving because they never started to move. See, what these folks do, they just run this perpetual game, and they're not going to leave until somebody shows up and makes them get out like these folks are doing today. So hopefully the cops get them up out of there, and this is it for them.
5 days. Sheriff numbers.
And she said, told me to take my sister went down and filed a motion.
Okay, well, you can file a motion every day a week. That's your constitutional right. Like I heard it stated.
No, we were trying to find.
Like you can say we
If you can-
in 5 minutes.
Well, it's 8:30 in the morning.
Exactly. So there's not open.
We went and filed that it was at 12 o'clock yesterday, and we had to get.
That's what she's saying. Correct.
Can I speak to her, to that person?
No.
Okay, again, like I said,
Put me on speakerphone.
this was filed January 13th, which is yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, bye.
Okay? Right.
Okay, they're gonna check.
So he's telling her, you can say all you want to. You had 30 days to file whatever you were going to file. And that was 3 months ago, and it's over. You're getting out today. And now we can see here that, again, this is not the only time she's pulled this scam. This is how she lives life. And she's finally getting some accountability, something that women just refuse in this day and era. But more and more accountability is being brought to them. And she's finally getting taken to task for what she's doing, which is simply stealing rent, stealing people's houses. And this is how they're running circles around us. Again, it's all a big facade. It's all a big joke. And that's why you don't need to listen to these crap from women and worry about what they're talking about.
Clark was supposed to start today after 2 years, but at the last minute, another court delay. Courthouse sources tell the CBS 2 investigators the judge and prosecutor both have COVID. Clark is accused of conning homeowners and businesses out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And as CBS 2 investigator Dorothy Tucker discovered, the cons appear to have continued while Clark has been waiting for trial.
It was March of 2020 when the owner of this small bungalow in Calumet City thought he'd found the perfect tenant.
See, this is the same house we just viewed her being evicted from. You can see there's the steps that they were going up. That's where the dog was looking out the window. This is the same house at the beginning of the video. And here's the owner and what she did.
She inspected the property. She said she liked it.
Decent credit, check. Good salary, check.
She gave me a reference, and I called, and she confirmed that she was a good worker.
Even better, she paid the first month's rent plus security deposit up front.
This is the check stub. She was making lots of money. She was making about $75,000.
So the landlord, who chooses not to be identified, rented his house to Velvet Dixon. She signed the lease. He handed her the keys.
I thought that she was going to be a good tenant.
But she wasn't, and the nightmare began.
I went to the house several times to demand for rent. I never met Velvet.
No returned phone calls.
I sent several inspection notices.
No response. Velvet Dixon was a ghost. But there was another woman in the house, only she wasn't on the lease.
She told me she wasn't living there, that she just came there to spend some couple of days.
So the here is a subletting scam. So she's getting moved into the place, then she rents it out to somebody else, keeps all the cash, and then that person, They just live there. They know that the person who's living there knows it's a scam. That's why she's talking about she's just visiting. She's just there for some days because she knows she's not supposed to be there. And the other lady just keeps the cash, doesn't pass any of it along to the actual homeowner. And again, his house is getting stolen from him. The income that he's supposed to make is getting stolen from him. He still has to pay property taxes on that property while he makes no money off of it and needs to pay probably a mortgage on it as well that he's not collecting the rent to pay the mortgage. And this is just the kind of stuff that they're doing. And she's just running a wholesale scam. And he thought that he was doing good by calling a reference that she gave him. You can't go by these references. That was just her buddy. The person he called is probably the one who's living in the house. He interviewed the other lady to rent the house, checked her credit. And there's another report that I'm not going to put in here to take a bunch more time, make this video too long, that shows that she makes up fake documents. So all her credit report and stuff like that and income verification is all fake because he took it directly from her instead of getting it from the company she worked for, from the credit checking agency. She gives him a number to call, says, oh yeah, I lived in this person's house before. That person is her buddy, the one she moved in there, who's running the scam with her. You have to call actual institutions directly, get their number directly, and only call businesses that she rented from. If there's a business organization that owned a house instead of an individual person or apartment she might have lived in, you have to get their number and make sure you're actually calling that organization. So you're not just talking to their buddy whose phone number they gave to you. That doesn't work. But these are the women, again, who are the most educated, and they're just doing it to the fullest. And you black men are failing, and you need to step up and match them, match their fraud. There are dudes for that. Yeah, there's a lot of frauds. There's a lot of brothers who are fraudsters. You can go get pookie. But men who have got something going for them, why would you involve yourself with a woman like this? You absolutely should not. You should stay away from this foolishness. Stay out of it. This is just problems in your life. And these are who is out here while they talk all the mess. That's what it is. With all their hair weave businesses and all their scam businesses that they're doing, talking about their business owners, most of them are doing scams like this. This is the kind of business that they're doing. Ignore the foolishness and make sure that you only deal with women who meet standards. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to come back for more. Like me up. You'll watch your 2007. I'm out.